Hello everyone. Let me on behalf of the government and people of Barbados offer a warm welcome to those of you in the audience today, whether you're joining us live in Bridgetown or online from across the world. We truly wish that you could all have been here in person to participate in this opening ceremony for the UNCTAD 15 Gender and Development Forum. Equally, we wish you had all been able to enjoy the beautiful setting of the Errol Barrows Center for Creative Imagination within the Cave Hill campus of our University of the West Indies, and that you would have had an opportunity to acquaint yourselves with the significant work being done by its Institute for Gender and Development Studies. Sadly, COVID-19 stepped in, and it has made us alter all of our plans. But thanks to technology, it cannot stop our voices from being heard. Let me also thank at the beginning our national lead organizer, Professor the Most Honorable Udine Barreto, and the Secretary General of the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, Rebecca Greenspan, for their opening remarks and for so beautifully setting the stage, or as we in the Caribbean would say, for rolling the wicket for the convening of the Gender and Development Forum as an integral part of UNCTAD 15. And also let me give a very special welcome to our Caribbean sister, Dr. Mariama Williams, our distinguished keynote speaker at today's proceedings. I will tell you that one of the very first decisions I made in the initial stages of our host country discussions with the UNCTAD Secretariat was to agree to the inclusion of a dedicated forum on gender and development as an official pre-event for the program of UNCTAD 15. Now we all know that the UNCTAD Secretariat has a well-established trade, gender and development program which is committed to promoting gender equality and women's economic empowerment through inclusive economic and trade policies. And we also know that the negotiated outcome text for these conferences, have made significant advances in that regard and now contains specific mandates for the mainstreaming of gender perspectives across UNCTAD's work. But while there have been many sessions and roundtables and expert groups on gender and trade organized by the Secretariat, I am told that this is the first time that there has been a 3-day forum of this nature and that it will be held in the lead-up to the UNCTAD Ministerial. I am immensely proud, therefore, that Barbados has been given the opportunity to host UNCTAD 15's inaugural Gender and Development Forum. I know that Professor Barreto and her co-organizer, Dr. Tonya Haynes, have worked tirelessly to coordinate this event with their Global Gender Network counterparts and in consultation with the Secretariat's focal point. I salute them all for their commitment and dedication. This forum could not have come at a more opportune time. And let me explain to you exactly what I mean by that. Our conference theme, from inequality and vulnerability to prosperity for all, resonates directly with you. So too do the emerging priorities which are likely to preoccupy the ministerial discussions at UNCTAD 15, including, of course, the COVID crisis, the climate crisis, food security, the debt crisis, and the issue of financing for development. Dealing with just one of these issues would be seriously challenging. Dealing with all of them at once is nothing short of catastrophic. This unprecedented convergence further exacerbates the very inequalities and vulnerabilities that we are aiming to address. And as I certainly don't have to tell you, the economic and social impact of our current circumstances falls, regrettably, disproportionately on women and girls. That is why at this moment in time, your forum matters, your advocacy matters, and your solutions-oriented critical thinking matters. You will be meeting on the eve of the first trade ministerial to be convened post-COVID. UNCTAD 15 will certainly be affected by the realization that there is now no normal left to be returned to, and that a complete reset of the international economic development paradigm is urgently required. I've said it before and I'll repeat it here again. If at this unique moment of history we cannot succeed in moving the policy needle, then believe you me, we never will. And if indeed we cannot, then what future is there for small island developing states like my own, Barbados? If even before the pandemic we were treated as invisible and dispensable, what will they now consider us to be? That is why the most critical requirement for all of us right now is moral strategic leadership. Political leadership, yes, but not exclusively so. Governments alone cannot help us build forward better. We can only hope to succeed if there's leadership at every level and in every sector of our societies. And this includes all of you, all of us. I've had cause to think about this a few weeks ago during the session at the Cave Hill campus organized between myself and Professor Jeffrey Sachs on sustainable island futures. Those of you who watched may remember that he said, and I swear I didn't prompt him, that he thought it was scientifically provable that women have been better leaders in this period of crisis, and he wanted to see a lot more of us. He also said that issues cannot be solved by confrontation. So what, might you ask, does this have to do with UNCTAD 15 or trade and development, or indeed your Gender and Development Forum? Well, let us look at it this way. In March this year, the first female head of the World Trade Organization assumed office. She was followed in September by the first female Secretary General of UNCTAD. The Executive Director of the International Trade Center is also a woman and from the Caribbean. These are certainly not, believe you me, not token appointees. And their combined presence and influence at the heart of the international trade and development structure in Geneva sends a powerful message that more inclusive and gender-sensitive trade and development policies might now be there, given the priority they deserve. And we say that knowing that Ngozi, Rebecca, and Pamela will be a powerful triumvirate to represent our agenda. And so, my friends, as we seek to exploit these synergies in a positive and progressive manner, we have to determine how we can do it best. Your discussions and your brainstorming in the Gender and Development Forum can make a significant contribution to the process of transformation that we all so urgently need. I look forward to receiving the statements and declarations you will produce and bring to the attention of the Ministerial Conference when they're completed. I am confident that they will be of immense value to the work of UNCTAD, and I anticipate that the Gender and Development Forum will be institutionalized as a permanent event on the program of future conferences. I wish you all the best, and I thank you for your participation and for your listening. All the very best. Thank you.